All right, in this video we go to ELW in the Columbus, Ohio area. We had trouble with our coolant line hoses going from the engine bay to the generator, the APU, to power the sleeper, and they're just old hoses. And when we're driving from Ohio to California, while we was driving through New Mexico, we had a coolant leak. The lines just cracked and just leaking coolant again. We had this problem in Michigan, and we're having it again in New Mexico. And then when we was going from New Mexico, or I'm sorry, when we was going from California all the way over to Pennsylvania, everything was fine. It was perfect. It was awesome. But we picked up in New Jersey and was headed for Indiana, and we started having issues again in Pennsylvania. Luckily, I was able to farmer rig it good enough to keep us going, and we delivered in Indianapolis.
Well, the truck made it here. Now we just got to get to, what do you call it?
Ohio.
Yeah, we got to get to Ohio.
Can you give me the clipboard?
After we dropped off in Indianapolis, we headed on over to Columbus, Ohio to ELW. We're having them replace the two coolant lines that are going from the engine area of the truck to the generator. And then we're having them remove two coolant lines that go from the generator back to the sleeper berth, because we do not use the sleeper berth heater. While they're doing this, I asked them to change the location where the valves are. It was directly underneath the sleeper, which is kind of a pain to get to, and also they get a lot of corrosion. They don't last too long down there. So they're putting them underneath the hood. So they'll be a little bit protected from the elements, and I just prefer it to be right there. On one of our last few loads, the generator started to leak coolant from the water pump, and we're also having ELW change out the water pump. Luckily, they got one in stock, so hopefully we'll be good to go after this. So it's pretty awesome. I had them install these up here. They said they normally do it like that too, and they even got this plastic to go over top of this, which will protect it from the weather and a little bit of everything, whatnot, getting cut up. So that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about that clean look. And if this hose down here gets bad, then we can just shut it off right here. Less downtime for coolant leaks. And he's already got new water pop on here, so about got her banged out. Pretty cool. Hyfield's new truck.
Like defrost for so long, like 30 minutes too.
For heat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Water so you can get that water.
Ready to go home?
Oh, I've been ready to go home. Relax. But we'll be back here again next week.
Let's go.
Had them just go ahead and try to change the air filter on the APU, because they said there might be a chance that it's getting clogged up by oil, and he checked it. Sure enough, that thing was caked in oil. I asked him if that was normal. He said no, and he said it's probably I think he said a crank seal or something like that. I can't really remember. And so we're just going to go ahead and have them change that, because this thing's had an oil leak for the longest time, and if we don't try it, the next filter is just going to get caked up and do the same thing, and we don't want that. So we're going to try to get it running its best life it's ever ran. And then we got a glow plug, we're just going to go ahead and have changed because we noticed there's some smoke coming from our what do you call it?
S-bar heater?
S-bar heater, and sometimes it doesn't want to start up, or it'll, yeah, it does that. So just go ahead and do that for fun, because that's what we do, right, Cinnamon?
Yes, we like to.
We do stuff for fun.
Fun.
So we'll be back here next week, and hopefully everything will be done. But right now, the coolant leak is completely done. I'm excited. It'll be less stressful driving across the country. We put over 1,000 miles on that farmer rigging job I did on the hose with the Gorilla Tape and the zip ties.
Turn left on South Meadows Road.
Tell you what, I'm gonna hold on to that
Turn
little
left on Seeds Road.
nugget and store it in my mind there. Because dang, that was awesome. I can't believe it lasted that long.
Yeah.
So days later, we ended up getting the crankcase seal replaced on the generator, and you know that we got the water pump replaced and the coolant lines replaced. So everything should be going well, but she's not. She'll run at times, and then she'll shut off, and then she doesn't want to start back up. And I'm talking about the APU, the generator. I had a friend tell us that it might be the temperature sensor, because it keeps on saying that it's overheated. And so we're going to take the truck to Carrier, because ELW is pretty booked up right now, and we want to try to get this done as soon as possible. So got to take the truck to Carrier and get a new sensor, and also going to have them put on a different, what do you call them? Some kind of wire connector that goes on the temp sensor. So we'll have that changed as well. I tried to crimp it a little bit and put it back on there, and it's still not working too well, so we'll see what happens.
While we were waiting, we had a couple people jump in front of us. It's first come, first serve. Darrick bought a part, and he's gonna see if he can fix that while we're waiting. See if it'll work. What do we got?
So a little sensor right here, doodad. And we're gonna...
Temperature sensor, right?
Yep, doodad.
Doodad.
I was taught that word a long time ago. I don't even know what doodad means, but it sounds good. So
I think you could use it for everything.
I'm going to use this one-size-fits-all jobby for the doodad. All right, let's go. Okay. Yeah, getting oil all over me. This is it.
Do you need the flashlight or anything, or can I help you with anything? Here, I'll put this down so I can see.
Hopefully we don't lose a lot of coolant right here. That would be annoying. Yeah, it looks like we will. So, oops.
Do you need me to grab your gloves?
No. Look out! Heads up! That was a bad idea. Hurts.
So, we went ahead and got this. If you guys can see it. The other one was actually too small. And I don't know if you can see, the other receipt has the remnants of coolant that like spurted out. Darrick forgot to turn off the lines when he started taking apart that. So it happens, but I got some in my mouth, which is awful. We both are wearing it. So I feel like a true trucker now. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna see if this one works. How you doing, Darrick?
Just upset with myself for screwing that up. I should have known better, you know what I mean?
It's okay.
I don't know how many gallons of coolant we lost, but we lost a lot.
Oh.
And you can see like I'm still red from it like getting my hand, and it freaking hurt, didn't it?
Oh, did you hurt your hand?
Oh, that was before, but it didn't feel good when the coolant hit my...
Oh yeah, burning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
I'm sorry.
Right now I'm trying to get out the spare coolant because we wiped out our supply, and I'm just making sure it's not water. So I'm opening them up because they'll have like seals on the top. Yep, that's a good one. I haven't used it yet. Since our last trip, we kept the bottle so that way we could put water in it just in case it kept on leaking, because the hoses gave us a big problem. That wasn't fun.
We had so many times where we had to refill, you know, because we leaked it. So
Here's an empty one right here. So
I don't think we'll ever get out of the habit of keeping extra just in case. So
I'm gonna be a hoarder now of bottles. Just gonna see them everywhere.
and this will actually be a one that I'm okay with. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and
We only got about 5 gallons of coolant, and I'm hoping that's enough. But if you go up front and look at the reservoir for the coolant, you'll see how full it is now.
ooh, let's go check that out. Oh shoot, that's why he was saying. Yeah, that's the min. Oh shoot, I don't want to drop the part.
I think that's pretty bad, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm not excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like an idiot. So we got about 5 gallons. I gotta make sure that this one is actually cool and not a bottle of water, because. All right, good.
Good.
I don't know how many it's gonna take. I don't even know if this is gonna be enough. They had some kind of. Did you tell them that they had some kind of coolant inside that will work with any color? But
No, I didn't tell him about that.
I never used that before, so we passed on it. But we might have no choice. Might have to use it and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta put the coolant in and then open
Then
up
we
the lines, right?
Open up the valves, yeah.
Yeah.
We can probably go ahead and open up the valves now. Since we lost so much coolant, we're going to, I think they call it burping the system, where you take the coolant cap off so it lets air out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're about halfway between minimum and max. I'm going to keep the cap off. Make sure our valves are open. Then we'll try the APU. Might even have to let the truck idle to help go through the lines.
Move it along, yeah.
Alright, did you want to check the valves for me to make sure they're open? If they're parallel with the hose, that means they're open, but if they're crossing the hose, it means they're closed.
It's cutting it off.
Give me a thumbs up if it's good. Yeah. I'll turn on the APU.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. I don't know why I just did that. I can obviously see that it's done. Hi.
You want to watch the sensor and make sure that no coolant comes out around it.
Yep.
Yep. Put your safety shades on. That way, don't get your eyes.
Okay.
All right.
It'd be a bad day if it was in my eyes and my mouth. Okay. I'm actually putting the phone in front, so in case anything spurts out, I'll go on the phone first like I did last time.
I don't know if I would get so close if you're not going to have something cover your eyes.
No, I can't see the screen.
Problem would normally happen once the electricity would kick on. So once you see the microwave kick on, that's when the electricity's on. So that's normally when it would shut off. Okay. Since the APU's been cold a while, it might run 20 minutes and then shut off. At least that's what it would normally do before this new sensor. So we'll hang out inside the truck and see if it turns off again or if it stays on. Hopefully it stays on. Here, you want to get out of the heat, Cinnamon, and get in here and we'll chill out for a little bit?
It's still going strong. It's 9 minutes 40 seconds and Darrick just popped in. Did you run your arms under cold water?
You know, I just worried about trying to clean them, and I didn't do a good job cleaning.
Darrick.
But somebody was going to the restroom in there, and it's like a one-stall type deal, so we're like, you know,
Yeah.
It's like, how bad do you want to be clean? And I was like, good enough. Rinse out.
APU sounds like it's off. So I wonder if he turned it off or... Hey, did you turn it off?
I did it. It just shut off by itself, and it's at 20 minutes exactly. So.
Did you just turn it back on?
I didn't. No. I'm gonna let the truck idle though to try to let the air get out of the coolant system of the truck, so that way it's at a proper level, or at least we can make sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1:38 p.m. here, so hopefully they have time for us so they can work on this sucker.
He said that the guy, it's going to be about 15 minutes. He's just finishing up with the other guy. So I told him that we already tried the temperature gauge thing, and he kind of just looked at me. So I don't know. I'm trying to save him time and us too, because they only stay open till 4, I think. So.
The first door right there? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That guy's leaving.
Yeah, it's fine. Face it forward so you get the feeling.
That breeze feels good. Ooh. Good. So Darrick, what just happened?
So we talked to the guy that's working on the thing. He came in and what did he get? He grabbed something to snack on. What
Oh, an icy pop.
Hey, he got an icy pop.
So the other
And
guy,
you could
cause
hear
hot.
the generator running, and he looked over at me and goes, "So did you get a what do you say, coolant bath?"
Did you get a good bath with that?
Yeah. And I told him, I said, I learned a good lesson today to make sure you have those valves off before you take the.
He even asked if you
Sensor.
burnt yourself, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Yep."
And I whispered a word, not out loud, but anyways, it's been running now for about 5 minutes. I've been turning on my stopwatch every time it starts up, so that way I can know, how long is it going this time?
All right, I think you're done.
Okay,
You want the bad news or?
I'll take it. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, there's part of the bad news. It's 209:31.
What's
Okay.
No, I said, you want the bad news? There's part of the bad news. The other bad news, that thing's smoking pretty.
Oh yeah, we know it's like oil coming out.
It's-
Yeah, it's bad.
Pistons? Is that, do you want to tell me?
I think it has a bad piston ring, and it's just it's on its last leg.
It's, yeah, I don't know how much longer it'll run. Just keep an
Yeah.
eye on your oil and
Yeah.
And
make sure it keeps full.
so it has a sleeper on
So,
it
you paying with a card?
Yes.
I'll take you up here to Tina. She can get you cashed out.
Okay.
And I'll have you get the truck out and get the next one in.
So we brought the truck back home from Carrier, and we let the generator run to see if she worked out, and she ran for like 14 or 9 hours, I don't remember. And then she shut off by herself and just was doing the same things, but this time after it shut off, it wouldn't start back up. So we tried and we tried, and it's not looking good for the old generator, so we're going to take it to ELW.
you just grab the pulleys and turn it over. You shouldn't be able to turn it over that easy.
Oh,
See, I'm just barely pushing.
Yeah.
It should turn over a little bit.
Normally-
and it'll hit a compression stroke, and you'll have to like kind of jerk it.
probably normally need like a ratchet or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see how easy it is.
So it's a compression tester, and it's supposed to be around 370, and we have 2 cylinders, and one of them was going right about 120, and the other one, the good one, was right about 210, so 160 off for the good one, so that's really bad.
Not a good day. So,
Not a good day.
so the APU's toast.
Yeah,
So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and see if we got money or if we can arrange so this won't hurt as bad. We can pay this off fast if we do this.
the good thing is that we don't have a truck payment.
Yeah.
So once we're able to get our emergency fund back up,
Yeah.
anything extra can be thrown at, you know, this stuff. But we
Right.
have to have an emergency fund for other expenses, anything
Right.
that happens with the truck or anything like
Yeah.
that. So
Of engine or transmission or DEF system, something's real bad.
yep.
But that's a nice truck over there. Look at that beast. Might have to get like a APU like that one right there. Really sharp, but nice truck too.
If you are interested in doing what we do and driving one of these trucks for a living, reach out to Hyfield Trucking at the link and phone number in the video description. Let them know Truck and Travel